Hey 5th and 6th graders, welcome back to week 2. Today's activity will be a little bit shorter, I think, but it'll be a lot of fun. So grab your week 2 kit. Only had a few supplies. So you should have had a paper towel, a glue stick, and then a little packet of seeds. So something we're doing today could be easily changeable to what you would like to do at your home, at your garden. So take your knowledge from this lesson and apply it to some other planting. So we are going to make seed tapes. So some items in your garden, it is very important to be planted in a row. Onions, carrots, radishes, things like that grow best in a row for harvesting purposes. Today we are going to be working with flower seeds, something you can easily grow anywhere at your home. You could tear these up into smaller pieces and put in pots or somewhere maybe alongside your house. So today we're planting flower seeds, but this could be easily done with other seeds to put into a garden. So go ahead and grab your supplies, come back, and we'll get going. Okay, so I already pre-prepped my paper towel. I went ahead and ripped it down the center. You can use scissors, but know that it will easily rip just by hand if you don't have a pair of scissors. Go ahead and cut it in half, right down the middle or close to the middle as you can. And then go ahead and get out your glue stick. And then all you're going to do, very simply, is just put little dots a couple inches or at least an inch away from each other right down the center of the paper towel. This also can very easily be done with newspaper, basically something that can decompose in the ground. So I have a line of glue dots down my paper towel. So your package of seeds, these are a set of wildflowers that I just picked up from the store. So all you're going to do is very easily open up your seed packet. If you want, you can dump them in a bowl or on a plate, or you can just get them right out of your bag. I'm going to go ahead and dump a few in my bowl. You're definitely going to have probably more seeds than you need, so feel free to make some more of these out of supplies you have from home, or go ahead and putting them in the ground somewhere else that isn't attached to the seed tape. But like I said, it's important for some things to be planted in a row, like carrots and radishes. But today we decided to do flowers because that would be easily planted at most places. And you could also rip these up into smaller little chunks and plant them in pots. So what we're doing is we're creating, like I said, a seed tape. And we're putting one seed per glue dot, and then we're going to allow this to dry. After this gets done drying, we could plant it, whether that be in the ground or ripped up into smaller pieces and put in a pot. It's just a way to keep organized with your planting. Okay, just about done. And this way, if there is directions on the back that says put seeds so many spaces apart, just like when we did last week. I have my map here when we worked on this activity, how each plant had to be a certain amount of inches away. That can be done here. I did not send you with the seed packet or description of how far to put them apart, but know that this is about how far apart you need to do, is about an inch or so. You could use your finger and do half your finger is about an inch, about a knuckle is an inch. You could get a ruler out, or know that these wildflowers can be grown in a pretty tight space. So if you wanted to just guesstimate, that is okay, just like I did. But I also want you to take a minute or take a second to notice how all the seeds are different. Isn't that kind of neat? So each different seed will be a different plant. So there are going to be several different plants in this seed row. I've got a little black triangle looking one on the end. This one is a pretty neat looking one. This one's a little bit smaller. This one kind of looks like a little oval. So I bet I've got 5 different plants here. So that'll be fun to watch grow because it'll be a large variety. So let me bring you back up here. So go ahead and take the time to create your seed tape. Use both, or if you want, you could even cut these into smaller strips into fourths. That works good too, because there is a lot of wasted kind of space on this, but rip them up as small as you want. Rip them up like this if you were wanting to put them in pots. Just like that. Put a couple dots on each little section, and then all you have to do is plant them in the dirt. Easy, but these will take a little while to dry depending on how much glue you used, so I would allow at least a day for these to dry and then plant them in the dirt. So kind of referring back to this lesson before, how some things need to be spaced out evenly in a row, this is kind of what we're doing. So just like that, that's a seed tape used from a lot of materials you can find at home. We're using paper towels today, and like I said earlier, you could use newspaper. So you can find some items around your house and create more if you want. These would be a great thing to create for presents for people if you know gardeners in your family or some friends that garden. Create some of these if you have extra supplies at home. So I hope you'd enjoyed making some seed tapes. Get out there and put them in the ground. I think you could put these in the ground starting in about a week or so. If you were to go out and get radishes or carrots, you can get those put in the ground now. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and we will, if you're a Lenahan student watching this, we will meet for our first meeting, and then we'll finish out the weeks. Bye.